Liang Yu's eyes turned sharp and cold, staring at Chen. His voice was full of arrogance. "Which kid dares to call me by the master's name?" Qin Fen's whole body trembled. Fear was written on his face as he shouted at Chen. Chen, stop talking. Come back with me right now." Then he quickly bowed toward Liang Yu. "Master Liang, this is my brother. He doesn't understand the rules. Please forgive him." Qin Fen wasn't protecting Chen. He was scared. If Liang Yu got angry at the Qin family, the consequences would be terrible. But something unexpected was about to happen. Chen only smiled, resting his left hand on his chest and tapping his chin with his right. "It's only been a few days since you became a second-level weapon refiner, right?" Liang Yu frowned. "What do you mean? I don't have time for this. Get out of the hall now." His patience was running out. If Chen wasn't so young, he would have already attacked. Qin Fen grew furious. He grabbed Chen's arm and shouted, "Go, now!" But in that instant, Chen's ki burst out. Energy rushed into his arm. With just a small shake, Qin Fen was thrown back and crashed to the ground. The hall went silent. Qin Fen roared in anger. "You brat! How dare you resist me?" Like a raging beast, he charged again. Chen didn't panic. He stepped aside calmly and spoke in a clear voice. "To become a second-level refiner, you must forge a real second-order treasure weapon. If I'm right, you made a fire attribute weapon in your test." Liang Yu's confident face suddenly froze. His eyes showed shock. How? How do you know that?" Chen's words cut deep like a blade. "You used Qian stone as the main material, but its heat was too violent, so you added green charm stone. The problem is, green charm stone is dangerous. It's the source of charm poison. Under fire essence, it doesn't balance, it poisons." Chen's tone grew colder. "You poisoned yourself just to pass the test. If the Kidian Hall found out, your reputation and grade would be destroyed." Liang Yu's face turned pale. Sweat slid down his forehead. But Chen wasn't finished. "To fight the poison, you took special detox pills. Those pills use ethereal flowers, which are cold-natured. Instead of curing you, they only push the poison deeper into your organs. What you're carrying now isn't a cure, it's a slow death." Chen shook his head with pity. "Of course, you wouldn't know that. You're a refiner, not an alchemist." The hall felt heavy, as if the air itself was trembling. Liang Yu's body stiffened, his eyes filled with both fear and fury. Finally, he growled, his voice dark and cold. "Who are you?" At once, a terrifying killing intent exploded from his body, sweeping through the hall like a freezing storm. Qin Fen and Xianxia shivered, their faces pale. Only then did they realize the truth. Liang Yu was not just a second-level weapon refiner. He was also a heaven-class powerhouse. Qin Fen's voice shook with panic. Chen, if you keep talking nonsense, I'll report you to my father. You and your mother will be thrown out of the Qin family." Cold sweat ran down his face as he turned toward Liang Yu. "Master Liang, please, don't be angry. We'll leave right now." But Liang Yu's eyes narrowed. His voice was like ice. "Leave? It's already too late." In the blink of an eye, Liang Yu appeared before Chen. His heaven-level true qi erupted like a storm. His hand stretched out like a giant net, locking Chen's body in place, ready to crush him. The pressure was terrifying. Qin Fen and Xianxia were blasted back instantly, unable to even stand near. Yet Chen didn't move. He stood tall like a spear, calm and fearless. "If I were you," his voice echoed steadily, "I would not make this move. Tell me, when you circulate your true qi, don't the Tianmen, Baihui, and central acupoints feel strangely numb?" almost like ants biting you. Liang Yu's body froze. His hand trembled mid-air. His whole frame twitched as if struck by lightning. Chen shook his head softly. What a pity, such talent in refining weapons ruined. You're walking straight toward becoming a cripple. Liang Yu's eyes widened with horror. His lips moved, but no words came out. Only a trembling, broken sound. You? Zhao Lingshan's heart pounded. Something was wrong. Master, what's happening to you? Back away, Liang Yu roared suddenly. She froze. Didn't you hear me? Both of you, leave! Liang Yu's glare was so sharp it cut like blades. Zhao Lingshan and Qin Fen had no choice. Shaking with fear, they bowed and quickly retreated. Now only Qin Chen and Liang Yu remained. Liang Yu's voice was low and dangerous. Who are you? Qin Chen's tone was calm, almost casual. It doesn't matter who I am. What matters is, I can save your life. Liang Yu sneered, though his eyes flickered with unease. Don't try to scare me. Qin Chen sighed and turned away. Then there's nothing left to say. I wanted to give you a chance, but if you'd rather waste away, that's your choice. Liang Yu's killing intent flared. You think you can walk away so easily? If you don't reveal who you really are, you won't leave this hall alive. Qin Chen stopped and glanced back, his eyes like sharp blades. Every time you circulate your qi, the poison spreads deeper. Look at your face, the green tint, the pain in your Juwei acupoint. Even now, isn't it burning like fire? Liang Yu's expression twisted in terror. His body shook violently, as if he'd seen a ghost. You, how do you know? Qin Chen's voice was cold and final. You have half a month left at best. Start preparing. He strode forward, ready to leave. Wait, Liang Yu's voice cracked. Desperation filled his eyes. Do you really have a way to cure me? Because everything Qin Chen described was true. When he forged his weapon during the assessment, he had secretly used green charm stone with Qian stone. The next day, his body went numb from poison. To fight it, he spent a fortune on a detox pill, but instead of helping, the pain spread through his meridians like knives twisting inside him. And just as Qin said, each time he used his qi, the torture only grew worse. Now even his hidden acupoint screamed in agony. Liang Yu's eyes widened, his breath caught in his throat. How could you possibly know this? For the first time, fear outweighed arrogance in his gaze. Qin Chen's words weren't just a threat. They were a truth only Liang Yu himself should have known.